Hello. All right. I think I've got this these matrices figured out. I really hope I do. One thing I am gonna do though is reprogram. Oh, hold on. I need this. Make sure this is set up. All right. So I'm actually not going to use this matrix 4 library. I figured out if I'm just going to convert it to Euler angles. At least right now. I'm going to keep these functions though. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Until I get this working, I'm just going to keep this exact same thing. Alright, so this yaw worked. Kind of. I'm going to flip these around and see if that makes it. So it was, the yaw worked except it was opposite, so I'm going to try flipping these around. Yeah, hey Donho. Alright. Let's go ahead and test this in VR now. Oh, and what do I have the shader? Okay, the shader's testing a yaw right now. Oh, here we go. Alright. Actually, hold on a second. I still need to do one thing. Not that. I might need to log in, yep. I don't want to do that on stream. Okay. So now we'll copy this over. Test it. Oh yeah. And I gotta plug in VR headset. Alright, the yaw is perfect. Holy shit, it's actually working. So the yaw is good. So we're going to go into the shader right here. And we are going to switch it from yaw to pitch. And check if the pitch is working. So basically we're going to check all of the Euler angles. I just smacked my headset off. I am sorry if that made a loud noise. Alright, seems good. I was worried I actually broke it. Alright. Okay. So after this we're going to check roll, and if they all work we're going to look at combining them. Alright, it's working, but it looks like it's actually glitching out a bit. Just accidentally refresh chat as well. That's weird. It looks like it's like snapping almost. I wonder if that's, I have a... Where is it? Right here, where it sets it to 0. I wonder if it's that, or it's going to this singular right here. Could be this. I'll have to test that more. Anyways, let's test roll. Alright, that's working good. So, I'm going to try combining the yaw and pitch. No, that's wonky as hell. So let's try yaw and roll. No. Alright, so I'm fairly certain now that I need to test all of these together. Basically, if they work by themselves, it doesn't matter. They need to combine to work together. So actually, I guess I'll still work on them part by part. I'll do yaw and pitch first. So I'm just going to ignore this singular condition. I'm going to make it like I think 0.1 or maybe 0.5, like something I can notice so I actually know where this singular part is. And then we're just going to do yaw and pitch first. So need the shader here. Alright, I want to see what other articles there are written on rotation. Matrix to Euler angles. Oh, this looks like what I'm looking for. This looks way better. Okay, that's actually something I was thinking. I was like, this code looks way too short to be what I'm looking for. Alternatively, convert from a quaternion to Euler angles like this. Okay, I'm thinking maybe I should use quaternions. Okay. So let me look at my quaternion from matrix code. So I think I'm going to try this again now that I know the forward is backwards. Now that I have some more information. I'm wondering if I should actually do this conversion. I wonder if I should do this conversion in the C++ code. Nah. I'll just do it right here. Where I was doing it before in engine launch. Right here to test quaternion from matrix. So now I'm just gonna pass the matrix actually straight through, I think. Just for this test. So I'll cast my HMD mat pointer to an HMD matrix even though it's a float array. And then I'll set it. So yeah, I'm gonna need to flip what is it? So right here, so yeah, this is the thing I'm gonna need to test. I'm either gonna need to flip the forward Z or flip, because in the Steam VR system, forward is negative Z instead of positive, but in mine it's positive, so I need to flip the Z, but doing that in the matrix is hard. I wonder if I can do that after I convert it to the quaternion. Anyways, we'll take this code and put it back to the quaternion rotation. So I'm just going to try no modification at first. And then I'm going to look at flipping some of these to negative. Create a function for accessing the 3x4 matrices. So I'm not going to do this yet. Let's test this. Alright, let's see. No, that's messed up. You know what? I'm not trusting C++. I'm creating a function to copy this manually. Like one thing I'm not sure is happening is when I'm just copying this by casting the pointer here, this could be in a different order. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure how C++ lays that stuff out, so that's why I'm just gonna write it like I don't know what I'm gonna call this. Mat to float. Your voice to text is so jacked. Oh, what's it saying right now? Up, up, up in the most attack. Oh, God. That's great. Yeah, Windows has this thing you can do to train it more. and I need to do it. I'm an extreme real like where what the hell is it saying? Is it hearing like its own? I was like, maybe I left a TV on in the background and it was picking that up. No, no, that's just, huh, okay. Alright. Oh wait, that's out of bounds. Alright. Just disable it. Nah, I like it. It adds something, you know? Alright, let's see if this changes anything. If it doesn't change anything, then that means this was working fine. Writing custom embedded ARP/UDP stack from scratch. What the hell? UDP stack. That's me. You hear about people recreating TCP stacks, but wow. Have a good night, Don Ho. Wonder maybe I should conjugate. I'm also wondering if I should normalize medical devices. True. Wait, I should be able to use my shouldn't I be able to use the angle axis to also generate it from the upright forward? Let's test this for now. See if this changed anything. Oof, I clicked start streaming instead of start recording. I really hope it didn't mess something up on Twitch's end. Seems like it's good. I'm sending this other stream from my other PC across UDP. So if I accidentally press start streaming, so start recording sends it across UDP and start streaming sends it to Twitch. Alright, let's see this. It does look different. Oh my god, it's working. Holy shit. Okay, it's backwards. And this is good. This is exactly what we thought should happen. It should be backwards. What I should have to do is do this quaternion conjugate to invert it. Let's do that. Oh, forgot to close it. Okay. Awesome. Okay. It's super close right now. So the one thing that's wrong, the yaw and pitch are correct, the roll is wrong. And then the pitch breaks when the yaw goes past 180, which is when the Z switches to negative. Which leads me to believe the whole thing I was talking about before about having to switch the values to negative. So in my mat3f function here, I'm going to need to lay these out as columns or whatever. Actually, this is way easier for me to read as matrices as well if I line them up like this. So anyways, I'm going to need to flip the Z to negative to account for the Steam VR Z being negative. So I think maybe just flipping this right here, we're going to try that. Pray to the quaternion gods. Alright, that broke it. So, one of the other things I'm thinking is I might need to normalize the quaternion here, but I don't think that should really matter. I think the function should already be correct. So, I'm going to take a step farther. I'm going to try flipping all of these to negative. They're all of the Z values in the matrix. Alright. Nope, still messed up. One of the things I'm gonna try as well. I'm gonna try not doing any of these as negative. And then I'm gonna try right here in the conjugate. I'm gonna try setting the Z to or scale, flipping that, inverting that, inverting the Z there, inverting the Uzi there. Oh yeah, these captions are great. Okay, so it's perfect on one side, and then when it flips to the negative Z, it's broken. So that's super interesting. That's like basically the same thing that was happening before. So that's not good. Okay. So let's try... This is the Z to the Z. Let's try all of these except for that. Pray to the Quaternion gods. Alright, it's backwards. So I'm going to try doing the conjugate, or not doing the conjugate, which I can actually do in the shader here by just, this UD0 is the quaternion, so I can go flip the XYZ to negative, and that's the conjugate. Okay. So now let's see if that works. Wow, I am so close. Okay, so you can definitely see there, I'm able to look perfectly around 180 degrees, and then as soon as I flip to the other Z axis, it's broken. So that's super interesting. So that works, but that's flip negative. So this makes me think I'm actually really close with this right here. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, so let's rethink about what. Let's think again about what this is doing. So this is right, this is up, this is forward. So when this is switching the X to Z, right here it flips it negative. And right here when it flips the Y to Z, it flips it negative. Right here when it flips the Z to X, it flips it negative, and right here flips the. So I think maybe just one of these will do it. Let's try. Nope, that is completely broken. Let me just make sure the shader. No, it's not doing conjugate there. So I'll try flipping the other. I think I have a misunderstanding of how these work. I may just brute force this. Like right now I'm only trying those ones that I think are related to the Z value. I might just try all the different ones. Nope, that's broken. So I wonder what I have to do to fix this. And it also makes me wonder, since everything else is working, is it just my from matrix function here? It could definitely be my from matrix function. Actually, let me look at the code. For scaling a matrix. I want to see what would happen if you scaled it by -1 on the Z. That should be what I'm trying to do. Zero times X. X. So it just flips all of these. Let me see something. Let me try this. So all of that would be these, I believe, right there. Flipping those negative would be scaling the matrix negative on the Z. I honestly don't think that's going to work, but let's see. No, it's broken. I can already tell. You can tell by the way it changes the scaling of the ray tracing. It's hard to see, but damn, okay. I might just change my toMatrix function. I think that's the ideal approach here. Alright, did I forget to scale one? Because it is broken on the roll. What did I do to fix the roll again? Scale these negative. It's incredible how I managed to have it working better than I did now, and I forgot what that was. God damn it. It's probably a good sign that I'm getting tired. Alright, let's see. Nope, that's broken. What did I do? Did I flip all of these negative? I don't think I did. Was it flipping the Z in the quaternion? I don't remember. It might have been that. Nope, not that. Hey, blue MP5. I am trying to read the Steam VR HMD matrix into a quaternion to use for rotations. And I'm having major issues converting between the Steam VR matrix and quaternions. So I have my main issue, I think, is that negative Z is forward. But I'm really not sure. And I had it working pretty decently before, and I don't know what I did to break that. So right here, this just copies the matrix, but I'm also trying to do the scaling to flip the negative Z to positive Z in the matrix when I copy it there. But yeah, there's very little documentation on like this HMD Matrix 3.4 class. It's basically undocumented in OpenVR. So that's amazing. Valve's really good at making APIs. I'm kidding. They're fucking horrible. Yeah, so this is working except for the yaw right now. The yaw is flipped. So I don't know if that's because of the Z. I'm going to try doing this, flipping the VR head rotation quaternion, or flipping the Z of that. I don't think that's going to work, but we'll see. So you can kind of see there when I look past a certain point, the view flips. It's working better now, but that's the issue. And I'm pretty sure that's because of the negative Z. Not fully understanding. First of all, I want to see what I did. I think it was this. I'm going to try it. Let's see. I'm thinking I'm going to take this quaternion from matrix function, and I'm going to make a custom version of it in the C++ library that feeds to SteamVR. So I can have this custom from matrix function that deals with any of this negative Z nonsense. No, so that does have the same effect as flipping the Z. Or somewhat. So let me think about how these would be laid out. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna take this this and convert it to C and put it in the C++ code. And then I'll also be able to just pass a quaternion. Alright, how am I going to do this now? So I'm going to need to read the matrix columns and rows and figure out the equivalent of the right, up, and forward vectors that are fed in. Shouldn't be too bad. Right should be like 0, 1, 2 column. Like that, yeah. So actually I'll put this function between these two. Have them both as reference. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna mess around a little bit more with this, because I want to know how I should do, if I should flip the Z or anything here. Try just flipping the forward Z right there. Ah, that's broke as heck. So I'll try flipping all of these. I wonder if all of these need to be flipped. Nope. So, yeah, I don't think flipping the Z in the matrix here is the way to do it. Alright, so I'll try customizing this matrix to quaternion function. And this really is the best way to do it, because then I'll be passing the least amount of data between the C++ library and the C part of it. Alright, so forward.y. That would be 2 like that minus up.z times S1, which is B right here. Man, this is why I don't use matrices. And so right.z minus forward.x. So I'm copying the code right here. Up.x. And this is just S times 0.5. I wonder if I should check if this works one by one. So I'm going to test just this part to begin. Do the conjugate on that. Alright, that should be good. Let's see how this works. So this should only work at one specific angle or view. Okay, yeah, so we can see it's black here until I look at a certain angle. Alright. So this is the part where the yaw is off, but everything else works good. So let's fix the yaw here. So flipping the Z negative here fixed the yaw. So we'll do negative right there. I'm actually wondering if that's going to fix it. Let's see. Alright, so we've got the 180 degree view functioning completely perfectly. That is awesome. Alright, I think that's going to be it for this stream. I'm going to go eat some dinner. I think I'll start up the stream again in like an hour. I'm thinking I might actually get this working tonight, hopefully. We will see. I honestly have no clue, but it seems to me like I'm getting close because I at least have the 180 degrees functioning perfectly. So it should just be switching around this other part. I'm interested to see actually how this works. This is actually pretty good to break down how you build quaternions. Okay. Anyways. Oh man, this stuff is so goddamn hard on my brain. I'm like I gotta be completely honest. It really takes it out of me. Thanks to anyone who watched the stream. This stuff is not for everyone, so if you were here, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I'll be back in like an hour. If you want to see that, I don't really care. You have a good night, whoever you are, wherever you are. See you around. Thanks for watching.